Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will see how we can do the code review for the Lightning component. So recently I came across this npm Salesforce Lightning CLI, which is a Heroku plugin, and I came here from one of the Salesforce developer blog. They were talking about the service locker. So basically Lightning CLI is a command line tool and a clinting tool which is based on the open source ESLint project. So like ESLint, it flags an issue in your code. However, in this case, it flags an issue in your JavaScript code basically for the Lightning component. So to get started with Salesforce Lightning CLI, the first step of you would need is a Heroku plugin. So that's a little bit different about this is like it's not a standalone plugin which you can use, and it is provided by the Salesforce. So first you need to have a Heroku account, and after that you need to install a Heroku tool build. So right now I'm using a Windows operating system, so I have to download it from Windows. If you are a Mac user, you will have a separate installer for Mac. So its installation size is around 50 MB. So it's already downloaded. Let's start. So right now I'm installing a Heroku tool build. So installation is very easy. You just have to click on next. So let's see. So I want to install it on my D drive. So it says maybe previously I have already installed the Heroku. Let's open the command prompt. Okay, I will open the command prompt once the installation is complete. So basically what we are trying to do is like I already have a Lightning component written, and I have blogged about it as well, and that's a Wikipedia search component. So lots of files are here. So basically what this component will do, it will try to search for the JS file. So right now in this component I have two JS files, which is a helper file and the controller JS file. It will go through these files and it will perform a code review for us and see if we have followed the best practices of the Lightning component suggested by the Salesforce. So I guess my setup is done. So once the setup is done, I can simply open my command prompt, and in command prompt we can, in fact, let's try to see if Heroku command runs. I just want to see. So okay, so when I try to enter the Heroku command, it's installing a command line interface for it. It will take some time so that I can operate Heroku from my command prompt. So once it is done, what I will do is I would be logging to Heroku from my Heroku username and password, and after that I can install this Heroku plugin. So it's taking some time. So meanwhile we can go and see how it works basically. So once Heroku installation is done and once Heroku plugin installation is done, I simply have to use this command, which is Heroku lightning:lint and part of the Lightning component. In my case, I already have this Lightning component written and it is available on my GitHub account. So if you go to the github.com, so you will see my account. In the meanwhile, let's see where we are. So we are already here. Let me try to run the command, this one. So first I have to install this. So I have executed a command Heroku plugin install, and it is trying to install it, and the name of the plugin is Salesforce Lightning CLI. Meantime, you can go to my GitHub repository, and if I see these are all my repository. So let's close this window. So what happens? So right now it's installing Salesforce Lightning CLI, and you see there are lots of repository which I have written, and I have lots of Lightning examples as well, and one of the example which we are going to perform a code review with this component. which is a Wikipedia search component. Let's say if I have print screen. Okay, so here I don't have any print screen for that, but yeah, so same component. We want to see that what is the code quality of this component using this awesome tool. So let's see if the tool is installed. So it says yeah, tool is simply installed. So I can simply use this command. So that's command, and this is the path of my file. So if I go back here, and let's see, I'm pretty much sure there will be a lot of suggestions here. Wow. So it says 2 file found. So basically we have 2 JS file. So I would not go through each and everything, but let's go some of the basics. So it says around 44 problems, 8 error, 36 warning. So let's go through the couple of warning. So it says brace style. So let me try to open. Okay, so which file it is talking about? Let's see. So it is it's talking about wiki search helper.js. Wiki search helper.js. So this is the file. So if I go back here and let's see, it says comma spacing. There should not be any space before the comma. So okay, so like this, no space, no space. So that's a suggestion, of course, because the JavaScript file actually is loaded into the memory. So why should we waste any space? I guess that is what I will say description or the explanation of not having any spaces, no trailing spaces, camel case. That's awesome. So basically it says line number 42. So if I go here on line number 42, here it says it's right now not in camel. So okay, this might not be the did I have changed basically. So I would be opening this again, line number, okay, yeah, so 40. So basically it says it's not a camel case. So there are two type of the cases. So if I say name of variable and I say name of variable, so these are two styles. So first style, normally we use a Pascal case. So in Pascal case, variable starts with a capital letter and then each word starts with a capital letter. And in camel case, first it starts with a small letter and after that each word starts with a capital. So name of variable. So this is a Pascal case, camel case. So that makes sense. It says do not use this kind of the notation. So if I want to make it camel case, it will become something like this. So that's fine. And normally I'm a camel case user coming from the Java background. It says no plus plus. So on line number 29 it says avoid incrementation. So basically it's asking something like this. Even I'm not pretty much sure, so that's something new for me for learning why it says that a unary operator should not be used, but it's worth exploring if we are using. So that's all about the warning. It's your choice, you should want to use it or not. However, if we go to the errors, so first it says DOM search is not defined on line number 31. So if I go back on line number 31, DOM search, sure, it should be defined with where. So that's my problem. So of course that's a valid error. Then it says invalid secure window API line number 26. So basically what is happening is like, so that's the, I guess recently Salesforce has written an article. Let me go to the Salesforce blog. So Salesforce, we can go to the developer blog. Okay, I'm very bad in remembering the names or the URL. However, if we go back here, yeah, locker service. So basically this is the article I'm talking about. So Salesforce has recently launched, and that article is from Raja Rao on 15th of April. So basically what it says is like, let's say we have 3 components, button, weather, map, and let's say 4 component, finance. So before the this one, locker service. Any component was able to access any DOM component. So from here I can say document dot get element by ID and something from this component, and that was allowed. However, if we talk about the reusability and the securing, of course that should not be done. If any ISV partner, if any app exchange, if they want to access your lightning component, I mean, that's exploitation. So that's something a welcome step from the Salesforce. So basically what locker service says is like your component will run in your container, and if you try to access parent or any other part other than your component, then you will get an error. So let's take this example. So this example says we have component UI component. So if you try to use a console.log div, which is your current component, so that's fine. If you try to access the parent, then of course you will get an error. So with locker service off, this was working, but with the locker service on, we can see that if we try to access the parent component, we would be getting undefined. So that's exactly the same error it is saying in my case as well, because in my lightning component I am using a document.get element by ID, and that result placeholder could be anywhere in my component hierarchy. So yeah, that's it about code scanner. So yeah, that's awesome. It figured it out around 8 errors in my code. So if you're, and that's a very small component, so let's say if you have a big component, then imagine how many errors it might be possible in our code. So hopefully Salesforce would keep updating this lightning CLI component for the code review, and we will see more on this. Thanks for watching this video. Please feel free to leave your feedback here, and see you till next time.